Check, 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 check.
Are we cabining it up right now?
We're Cabin Fever USing it.
You know how we start a Cabin Fever US? The song made in America.
Break a mirror and ignore all my features. The fear I'm facing. See what I could do without safety. Make my palms bleed. Do all asked of me with my hand over my heart. Made a pledge to never grow up a bitter dinosaur. Never make mistakes that I made before. Never feel entitled. I just want to know I'm contributing.
Dude, I like it. That's good. Hell yeah. That's Newfound Glory's new single, Selfless.
Alright, we're back.
Oh, we're back. Feels good.
Yeah.
Man, dude, that's a sick ass song.
That's like,
I'm enjoying it.
I've followed that band forever.
Yeah.
And their last two albums were great, and I love them a lot, but
Yeah.
I was like, this like surpasses the
Right.
like newer stuff
Dude,
from
that's
before,
cool.
which is cool.
How many times have you seen them live? Quite a few, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Probably like 8.
Nice.
Maybe. Yeah.
So, would you say they rank up there in your most favorite bands? Or
Yeah.
obviously to see live, too. I mean, seen them so many times.
Yeah, they're my rotating top 5.
Top 5, yeah.
So, anytime they come out with something, or if they come to town, I try to go see it.
Try to go see them, yeah.
I saw them twice last year.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
that one
on
time.
one of them, yeah. And I
Mhm.
had such a good time. I barely remember it, but it was still really good.
It was great.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
so
amazing.
glad they're coming to House of Blues also.
Yeah, me too. That is my new, not my new favorite venue. That is my favorite venue to see concerts now.
Yeah.
It's the House of Blues. They got, they got the upstairs bar, the downstairs bar, good pit, usually really good atmosphere. Always a good show there.
Oh, yeah.
They got a great setup.
Great
And,
sound.
Yeah, good sound. Yeah.
And it's just
yeah.
big enough. You know,
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
too big.
Yeah, and if you do, you just feel like sitting or relaxing, you can go hang out by the bar area. Or you can, if you're lucky, you can find a seat up top, and you get a really cool view of the stage.
Yeah.
That you obviously don't get at Soma or anything like that.
It's weird. I'm almost like someone told me the Black Keys are coming to town.
Oh,
and they're
yeah?
playing at San Diego State, and that'd be a cool show to see. But I'm also like almost anti like these big shows now too, because I'm like, man, if it's
know.
music I really like, I want to be up close.
Up close and personal, actually get
Yeah.
to feel it, see them right there, not like a little speck.
Right. I
Like
want to
when-
live it.
Yeah, like when we saw Journey, obviously we're up in the lawn, so we're like, yeah, there's Journey. There's Steve Miller.
We're just talking through the whole thing. It's like
Yeah.
background music.
I know.
Like, yeah, we just paid $50 to hang out on this knoll
That's so
and
true.
talk about random shit.
That's so true.
We might as well have been podcasting with some music in the background.
Yeah. It's Captain Fever reporting live from Coors Amphitheater. No, Sleep Train Amphitheater.
Sleep train. Yeah. Some guy, this is random, but some guy came through my line and said he worked for Cricket, and they're going under.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think Cricket.
Ting's taking over that.
Ting.
Ting.
Mm-hmm.
He's taking over that position. Yeah, I always thought Cricket was a little sketch.
Yeah, I thought it was a scam.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a little shady. It's always in a strip mall next to like a donut.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, do you want car insurance too?
Yeah. But the sign's like made out of vinyl, and it's just like just put up there. It's not even a real sign. It's like, I don't think I'm gonna put any money towards this fucking shitty company.
They must have been doing good at one point to buy the rights to that amphitheater.
Yeah, exactly. And I remember they had a big building on one of the side of the freeways. I think it was.
Oh yeah,
the 15.
15.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's not there anymore.
Yeah. We're still here in the parking garage.
Yeah, exactly. It's the one dude's holding out,
Yeah,
selling
yeah.
shit out of the back of his car.
That was like right before like the smartphone wave.
Yeah, that was.
Data.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of ranked. It was Cricket, then T-Mobile, and then probably Singular, AT&T,
Oh, yeah.
and then Verizon. And then Sprint somewhere in there.
How's that Ting treating you?
Oh, I love Ting, man. Ting is awesome. I mean, obviously, it's a little shitty outside of San Diego. You know, there's a lot of dead spots, but
Yeah.
I do all my business here in San Diego, so for what I pay, it's way worth it. Like, it's so much better than what I had before. And I had AT&T, so, and I wasn't really that happy with AT&T, so a little, you know, I'll take a little hit here and there from service to, you know.
I mean, it's like, how often are you outside of San Diego?
Yeah,
and it's like and I've been with you when you have been, and it's like, those are times you don't really care about using your phone.
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly. I'm going on vacation, and I don't want to be bothered with my phone.
That's so true. They do advertise, like, the cell service and how it's everywhere, but it's like, you really only care if you can get it where you live. Like, why else would you care if you can get it on the East Coast?
Yeah, and Ting goes off the backbone of Sprint, so Sprint's obviously not as up there with the big boys like Verizon and AT&T. So I mean, the service, I'm sure if you have AT&T and you're paying full price for their services, I'm sure it's a little spotty in some parts too.
So they're just paying for, they're
Space.
like renting Sprint's
Exactly.
airspace. Okay.
Exactly. Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really, really cool service, and it's a pay-as-you-go, so whatever minutes or texts or data, whatever, it's all, I pay for what I use, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not paying $120 and looking at my bill, I'm like, I barely even fucking use my phone. What the hell am I paying for right now?
Oh, I gotta go change mine.
It'll change your life, because I'm
Yeah.
like, my bill is usually around $36, somewhere around there. So that's a big change.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding.
$36? That's
Yeah, dude.
crazy.
Yeah, let me get my phone, because I have the app and it'll show, like, it'll kind of give me a projected amount that I'm going to pay, just going off how much data and minutes and shit. So yeah, my estimated bill right now is $33 based on my current usage, and there's 6 days left on the billing cycle.
That's crazy.
And I'm currently at $26 right now. So if I stop using my phone, I'll just
Right.
have to pay $26.
That's okay. I'm gonna do that tomorrow then, because
Do
that's
it.
insane.
Yeah,
I don't even want to tell you what my bill's been. It's
and all my
astronomical.
all the apps work great. Everything works great. Like you know, I have just connected to the Wi-Fi, so I check my Facebook, Instagram, all that shit.
How do you sign up for Ting?
Just go to ting.com.
Could
Man, I wish we
I know.
were,
Wish they were sponsoring
we're doing a
this.
fucking commercial for them, but
I know.
I'm doing it because I want everyone to fucking get rid of these fucking shitty corporations. And if we all jump ship, then they'll have to change the way they operate, and all these 2-year contracts. And like, I just bit the bullet and I just jumped out of my 2-year contract with AT&T because I was so sick of their customer service and how they're treating me, and they're basically just trying to get every single last penny out of me that they can.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck you guys. I'm jumping ship. Joe Rogan sold me on Ting. I'm doing it. And I tried it. All you have to do, you have to actually buy your phone. This is really expensive. I mean, that's kind of why your bill is a little bit more expensive. Like, you buy the phone and then you slowly pay it over the 2-year plan. Supposedly, that's how they do it.
Yeah.
Including your whatever services you
Right.
use with texting and all that shit. So yeah, this is the HTC One. Really fucking awesome phone. And that was like around $500. But once you pay that, then your bill's around $30 if you... Or if if you're on your phone a lot, then it's going to be like $50-$60. But you're going to be using a lot of minutes and a lot of data and a lot of texting and shit. So you're paying for what you do. So, which is great. Do it, man. Do it.
Might.
Well, you can just try it out. I mean,
Yeah.
try
I
it
might
out.
go.
They have flip phones and all. They've got the lower grade phones too as well.
Yeah.
If you're looking to downsize that.
Yeah. You can't bring your own phone to Ting?
If it's a Sprint phone, you can. I think.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
I know. That's all those companies do that.
Yeah.
That way though.
Yeah.
Like, I had an AT&T iPhone, and obviously I couldn't go over to Verizon and be like, hey, can I use my AT&T iPhone? I don't know
Right.
what the fucking difference is, but probably nothing really.
No. Behind closed doors, they can swap and do all kinds of shit.
Mm-hmm.
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 I'm just gonna.
Fucking shysters.
I'm gonna call my computer programmer cousin and ask what the real deal is.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I can hook you with a government satellite phone.
He probably invented his own phone. He's like rocking it free completely. Just backpacking on all these different networks.
Well, I remember
5G.
when the Xbox came out, and I was talking to him, and he was like, "Yeah, I got my son an Xbox, and like, what we do is we take them and we install these new hard drives on them and just upload tons of games on, and so you
Is
can
that like a
you can get on
jailbreak or something? Is
Yeah.
there a name for it?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
that's
something like
the
that.
same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they would just upload a ton of games on a hard drive and just choose from them. I'm like, that's
Dude, that's so sick.
He's also the guy that when we first had satellite TV, got us a reprogrammed SIM card for the receiver.
Yeah.
And unlocked every single channel, including all pay-per-view channels,
Playboy channel, all that good stuff.
all the pornography, everything, completely for free.
Yeah,
Because we already had the satellite, we already had the
Right,
receiver.
right.
We canceled the service, and we just used a pirated for like 2 years. We used that card.
Do you remember being younger and like if you like stayed a night at someone's house and they had HBO or Skinemax for some reason or one of those channels that have the softcore porn, you're just like, fuck yeah, this is what we're doing all night.
Actually, no. That
No?
never happened to me.
Never?
I never saw any one of those stations till we had it on my TV.
Oh, man.
I don't know if my friends didn't have it or they
Times
just
have
kept
changed.
it under wraps.
Yeah, no. Well, times have changed. I mean, you just go on your iPhone and look up
Yeah,
the
that's
most
so
disgusting hardcore porn your heart desires. We had to work for it when we were younger, damn it. We had to go hunting for it in forests and under bridges.
true. Yeah.
Like
Literally.
real young men. No, yeah,
Literally, yeah.
really, literally, yeah. Soggy pornos and from the rain, people, not from probably bum jizz too.
I'm just go re-soak it,
Yeah,
wash it, leave it in there.
It's like laundered money. You just
Dishwasher.
gotta clean it. You gotta clean it somehow.
Put it on the clothesline.
Yeah.
Get it down before mom comes
Yeah.
out. God damn it. That reminds me of like an episode of The Simpsons I saw, and there was like a flashback to olden times, and they were like looking at an image that was considered pornographic because some lady had hiked up her skirt past her ankle.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, weren't
She's
they
showing
looking,
her
weren't they
ankle.
like looking into like a little
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
and you had to like flip it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. I forget the whole context of it, but I just, as a kid, I got it. I was
Oh,
like, that's,
yeah.
that's funny.
Yep.
She's just showing her ankle.
Times have changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was driving along, and you know the chicks are wearing those new high-waisted shorts.
Yeah.
And their butt cheeks are always hanging out, which I don't mind. And this cheeks were really hanging out. It was like hard for me to concentrate on the road. But I was like, damn,
Yep.
girls got it going on.
Who'd have thought like high-waisted stuff would come back?
That's like the one perk about living near state. If I ever venture in that area, I'm just like, God, there's hot girls everywhere. Plus, it's summertime, so.
Yeah.
They're
I know.
everywhere.
I'm going to go to the beach tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
I haven't been to the beach
Good
all
plan,
summer.
man.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that. I saw, someone on Facebook posted some picture of them at the beach. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm sitting here working. I'm doing the shit I need to do, but I'm like, I want to just go to the beach. It's been a long time, so I've just taken off my shoes, went to the beach, just hung out,
Yeah.
put some alcohol in something,
Yeah.
nondescript glass, and chilled.
Yeah.
That's cool. Where you? What beach you gonna head to?
I think Mission. I think I'm going to meet up with Chaz and Chelsea. At
Nice.
Mission. You should come down.
Pizza Port.
Are you doing shoots tomorrow?
Yeah, later in the afternoon. I can meet up after, depending on what time. I've got a shoot at 2 and 3.
I think we're going early.
Early? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably can't do it
11.
then.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
You should go to the beach anyway.
Yeah.
Mission's
Next
not my
time.
favorite, but I'm like, at least there's other stuff to do down there though too, just in case. Okay, so today's IPA day.
Happy IPA Day, everybody.
A holiday. This is our Happy IPA episode.
It is.
Yeah, I just said that. Like, no, I mean, I just came up with that. I just said that. Yeah, so it's IPA Day, which is a holiday started by, I don't know.
It's started by
craft
people
brewers
who enjoy beer.
Yeah.
Well,
We just-
people who enjoy beer.
Decided to hashtag it today.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I wonder if, is there a Heffenweisen Day? Is there a,
It's a Blondale Day.
yeah. Oh,
There will
that could
probably
be
will
every
now.
day.
There probably will be now. And then,
Porter
so
Day.
we're drinking, I just picked this up, this canned, I felt like we haven't talked about beer. Like we always talk about beer we're drinking, but we don't really talk about it.
Yeah, we should really get into this one since it is IPA day.
But I've been getting a lot for the podcast canned beers because cans are cool. I like the canned beer thing that's happening right now. Like everyone's canning their beers.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Cool. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
but I think it's awesome though.
Oh, absolutely.
Like so much more mobile, I guess.
Oh, that's yeah. I've got bags and bags of fucking bottles out there that I'm just waiting to be taken to the recycling, and it's such a fucking pain in the ass of hauling bottles around. You get so much more for cans.
So today I brought over an IPA called Modus Operandi, and it's made by the Ska Brewing Company. It's out of Durango, Colorado, and I wish I knew more about it because it seems interesting.
Yeah, it's really tasty, though.
Yeah, it's very tasty. Very hoppy.
Yeah, that's what I like about it.
It doesn't have the... Yep, yes it does. It is 6.8.
Nice, that's a good percentage.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And there's so much good IPA out there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm always wanting to try more. What's going to be the next Sculpin?
Exactly, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Sculpin's with its cake.
Yeah, every brewery, they kind of have to... not have to, but they usually try to create their own version of an IPA. And I love it because, you know, you can use different hops, try different, you know, types of... I think they might only have to use one kind of barley. I don't know how that really works out, but... I mean, you can experiment with, you know, how you do the hops. Like, when you add more hops, you know, you can dry hop it and wet hop it. I mean, there's all these different cool ways of, you know, making a nice, delicious IPA hoppy beer that I'm so thankful for.
Do you know, and I'm assuming canning might be cheaper than bottling. Think so?
I think on weight alone, you know?
Right.
And shipping cost and you know, exactly, I don't know the whole process. I don't know if, like... Nice. Yeah, it's got to be cheaper. It's got to be cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought that was cool about our local brewery here, Modern Times. It's only been around a year.
Which I've been really craving going back, because it's been a while.
Well, they have a new...
location,
tasting room
Is that open
in North
now?
Park, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to go then. Mm-hmm. Very soon. Very, very soon. Because I still haven't... Oh, actually, no, I do have a growler. It was blank.
Oh, yeah, I have one, too.
Yeah, it's a blank growler.
And what's cool about that is they only did cans. And they only had, like, five beers that they canned and sold. But then when you went to the brewery, you know, they always had, like, a special one, an exclusive. And now they do, when they bottle, they bottle exclusive beers that they're brewing.
Right, yeah.
I think that's a kind of cool concept for it. You know, so you can get these like special edition bottles. And stuff.
To me, that's like the vinyl version or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Get the old school bottles.
Yeah, and they just recently did their first IPA. They never really had an IPA. For like
that's
the
one that's
year.
in the bottle, though. Yeah, right.
It's called the Phalanx.
Yeah.
Phalanx
with the PH, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I want to try that.
Yeah, that'd be a really good one to try. And on the last podcast we had the grapefruit Sculpin, which was
so
delicious.
Goddamn good.
So much better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, and the grapefruit was so subtle, and it had like a nice sweetness to it. Like I don't know, it was like really, really good.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to describe it for someone, and then you know, it's like the great part of the Sculpin, but it's just a little sweeter. Like your first sip,
right,
going down. It's like just a little. It's not overwhelmingly sweet though. That's
right. It didn't add more bitterness that you would think maybe a grapefruit might add to it, or dryness or something. It was still really, really, really good.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
Very drinkable.
Yeah. Smart combination of the two. They also have a habanero Sculpin, which is fucking intense. A little too spicy for my taste. If the spice was a little bit more subtle, I would, you know, I'd actually buy like a 6-pack of it, but. You know, the tasting room or getting a pint of it is all I can really handle. But it's still really good. It's unique, something different.
Yeah,
you know?
I can only handle the taster.
The taster, yeah.
Yeah, because it just burns.
Yeah, because you want to drink to get rid of the burn, but when you're drinking the thing that's burning you, you're defeating the purpose.
Yeah.
Still good and creative. I'm glad that they did that. You know, mixing things up and playing around with their... To me, their flagship, the Sculpin.
Yeah, smart to... Yeah, exactly. Smart to, like, make these variations on Sculpin.
Mm-hmm.
once everyone's already hooked on it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's $15 for a 6-pack.
I know, dude. Every time I go there, I'm like, I gotta always try to justify the price. Well, and the last time I got the grapefruit, like, I didn't even care what the price was. I'm like, I just want to try this and bring it to the podcast and share it.
What's interesting is moment of silence.
Andrick. Don't you want an IPA now? Don't you?
Don't you?
Don't drink and drive. Drink and sit.
But please drink and podcast.
That's a definite. that goes hand in hand, man.
Please drink and podcast.
Yeah.
I guess at least the OG original Ballast Point location, they didn't have the grapefruit on tap.
Really?
Which I thought was interesting. Why not? Or you can only buy it in the bottle, I guess.
Yeah, actually, because I went there, because I brought my growler, I was going to fill it up with a growler, but they didn't have it on tap, just like you said, so luckily they had the 6-pack there, and I just picked up, I think I got Fathom or Big Eye or something like that.
Oh, yeah, the Big Eye.
Yeah, the Big Eye. I like Big Eye. It's good shit.
It's alright. No, I do like it. It's just not Skolman.
I know. I know. That's why Sculpin's so good and so expensive, but
yeah.
worth it.
Yeah. What else? The Fathom is so good, though. What a very unique beer. I think that's like something that's pretty unique to Ballast Point, too, that like weird lager.
Yeah, the lager
/
IPA deal.
Yeah. Best of both.
We got to do a tour there. They do tours, right?
I know.
We got to do one
Or
there.
at least a tour of someone.
We always fucking talk about them.
I know.
We got to get on the inside with them, and
we have to get podcast stickers, and then when we're on tours, we'll just slip the stickers.
Yes, yeah. You're approved. Cabin Fever approved.
Or vandalized. With advertising.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Yeah, I like this one. This is a good one.
Yeah, good choice.
Modus
Very
operandi.
good choice. Yeah, and the IPA I had earlier today was the Pizza Port Sessionable IPA.
Nice.
The SIPA. In a can, by the way. It was so good. Yeah, I've had it a bunch of times.
Yeah, that one's good.
Tasty.
There's Swami's IPA.
Yeah, that Swami is
really good.
It'll get I can drink that all day, yeah.
Indeed.
Well, not all day. Half a day, then I pass out, and then I'll wake up again and have more.
So, let's check in on your trip. I want to know... It's coming up.
It is.
I want to know...
Days are counting down.
Like, logistically where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
You said you've bought your ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And then mentally, what you're thinking or approaching it. Is it on your mind?
Oh, it's on my mind every single day. Like, I just almost wish it was... I wish I was leaving tomorrow, actually.
Wait, let's back up a little bit. Sean's going to Peru.
Oh, that's right. So I'm heading down to Peru. I'm going to be doing ayahuasca. I'm going to be down there for 10 days. Well, a little more than 10 days. But, yeah, for the most part, I'll be at the retreat for 10 days. And, I'll be doing 3 different ayahuasca ceremonies. One Huachama ceremony and a Vilca. It's a DMT snuff, which I hear is pretty fucking intense. And, I'm going to go down there. I'm going to expand my mind. I'm going to blast open my third eye to the universe and see what happens. And I'm going to come back here and share everything that I see and hear and just my whole experience with it. And, I just recently bought my plane ticket, which is just one step closer to getting down to Peru. And, buying my plane ticket was a little stressful, just kind of trying to plan out logistically, like, when I need to leave here and, being able to get down to Peru in time to because I have to take a certain flight from Lima, Peru, which is the capital, and then from Lima, Peru, I'll head to Iquitos, which is further inland into Peru,
right,
closer to the jungle and the Amazon River.
Is that something that they set up, the retreat, that say, like, you need to be here at
Yeah,
this time?
exactly.
Okay.
They just want to keep everyone who's going to be on that retreat, they just want them to all show up at the same time, basically. Okay. So, yeah, I've already got that flight all planned out, so, yeah, once I make that flight, good to go. That's like an hour and 15 minute flight from Lima to Iquitos.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, go for it.
When you book a flight, because you're basically flying from LAX to Lima, right?
Yep.
And then you're flying from Lima to Iquitos.
Exactly.
So is that something you buy all at once, or did you have to like buy them separately?
Oh yeah, buy it separately because it's a different airline.
Okay.
And it's like a local Peru airline.
So you can't Orbitz.
No,
Iquitos.
that wasn't Orbitz.
Okay,
one. That would have been cool though.
That's my only experience with booking flights. So.
Yeah, I price lined it down there.
Name your own price.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah.
Okay. So you have to book them separately. So,
yeah, book them separately. Yep, and then it's called Star Peru, and that's like a local Peruvian airline. So yeah, just take that flight from Iquitos from Lima to Iquitos, and then meet up with the main guy who does it, his name is Don Howard, and so meet up with him, and then everyone else is going to be doing the retreat. And I'm really curious to, like, once I get on that flight, like, looking around, like, where are the Americans? Who's doing the ayahuasca retreat?
Yeah.
And, so then once I get there, do about an hour drive to the actual Amazon River, and then, like, a 40-minute boat ride on the Amazon, which I'm kind of looking forward to, just, like, getting out on the water and just kind of seeing what the whole scenery's like, and... just kind of living in that moment, because, 10 days is going to fly by, and it's going to go by really quickly, and I know that. And it's like, I know it's going to be a very, very unique thing that, most people don't, even think of venturing or even doing, comprehending, like, I'm going to go down to the Amazon to fucking take this DMT psychedelic brew. But I'm really excited to do it. And every day, it's always on my mind. I'm always thinking about it. I'm always trying to mentally prepare myself because I know eventually in the next couple of months I'm going to be, completely changing my diet. I'm already slowly changing my diet, much less fast food. Rarely drink soda now. That's like an every once in a while type of thing.
Nice.
And that's not like really like a, you have to do it to do ayahuasca.
Totally.
But it's just a good thing to do. It's good to keep your body as clean as possible and just for health reasons in general. Everyone shouldn't be drinking soda. And then eventually, I'll cut out alcohol, probably around a little closer to when I leave,
Like, after the LAX airplane experience.
Yeah.
Like, all right, that's it. That's
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Before you board.
I'm not in Peru yet. A long fucking flight. I do plan on, cutting out alcohol before
How long
that
is that flight?
It's 8.5 hours.
Oh my god!
In the air.
That's crazy.
That's a long flight.
That's a long flight.
Yep. It's a whole day, basically.
Yeah.
Where was I? Oh, okay. So, now after I've purchased my ticket and that's out of the way, that's kind of a big chunk of money right there. All I have left now is the remainder of what I owe for the retreat, and I don't have to pay that until November, but I'm probably going to pay it in the next month or so. I've got the money, so might as well just pay it, get it out of the way, and then, I'm just free and clear, and there's nothing really that I need to worry about except for, I'm still trying to figure out my luggage, how I want to do that. Like, do I want to just try to do a carry-on bag? Is that possible to do for a 10-day trip down in the Amazon? I'd rather have the least amount of baggage,
Exactly.
literally and physically, the least amount of baggage when I go down there. So, I'm going to try to plan, as minimally as possible, but still have all the gear that I'm going to need to be comfortable down in the Amazon. Because the places, the rooms that I'm staying, it's not like it's a 5-star hotel. It's not nothing immaculate. I don't even know if they have hot water, which doesn't matter, I guess. I mean, you're going to be down in the Amazon, probably sweating anyways, so maybe a nice cool shower will feel good. And it's real basic down there.
Is there any kind of like reference that you've come across for like what you should and shouldn't take, or
I have been going on Reddit. I have been perusing the ayahuasca, or just in like South America in general, or traveling subreddits and blogs and other things like that. And I'm slowly kind of putting together a list of clothing that I should probably think about purchasing down the road, and obviously like bug spray and all these other type of things that you're going to definitely need when you're down there.
Yeah.
But from what I hear, December is actually a pretty good time to head down to the Amazon. Maybe it doesn't rain as much that time of year or something down there, or it's closer to the equator. I don't know. I guess I'll see when I get down there. But
right.
From what I hear, it's not too bad when you're down there.
Okay.
Yeah. For mosquitoes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a certain time of year where mosquitoes are just fucking rampant.
Yeah.
Which would suck.
I'm almost wondering if it'd be a good idea to buy like Chaz and Chelsea their hiking shirt, which is much like a shirt you're wearing, a collared shirt with long sleeves.
Yeah.
But that, they would hike in for like a week at a time and then just go rinse off,
Exactly.
And it's something light but covers you.
Yeah, it's still breathable. You're not going to be, too hot by wearing a long sleeve shirt, and it still protects you from the sun and from the heat and from bugs. Yeah, because there are certain clothing and material, because fucking some mosquitoes can like sting you right through your clothing, You're like, how the fuck did I get a bug bite there?
Yeah.
It's because they can fucking sting you right through their clothes. But there's certain materials where obviously it's so dense that they can't get their little stinger through. And there is clothing that I'm looking into that, and it did remind me of what they had, their hiking gear and shit like that. So I'll definitely pick up something like that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because mosquitoes, they're attracted to darker colors, so just go for anything lighter in color. And talked about these two people previously on the podcast was Amber Lyon and Aubrey Marcus. And Aubrey is how I initially heard about this, the ayahuasca retreat that I'm going to be attending. And they just went down there again this past maybe like a week or two ago. He went down there with Aubrey and Amber went down together, and
cool.
Also another group, and they were filming a documentary about ayahuasca and about the retreat and about Don Howard and the ayahuasqueros that are down there and everything. So I'm like, this is fucking awesome. Like, this is going to be like a really big thing, I think, in the next couple, maybe year or two. I mean, this documentary they're making is going to be coming out next year. I just really hope that, more people start to take this into their vacation realm as opposed to just going to Hawaii for a week. Like, how about a husband and wife go down, do some ayahuasca and see what happens. Maybe it completely changes their whole life and takes them down a whole new path of happiness, or makes them realize that they're, not doing what they should be doing. I don't know. I mean, I still need to do ayahuasca and figure out what it does actually do for you.
Right.
You can only go by other people's accounts, but when you start hearing about the same thing over and over, they're doing studies on it for PTSD and for, soldiers and just people in general who suffer from, long addiction with drugs and all kinds of stuff, and going down there and getting really beneficial results from it. And it's hard to refute those people,
Exactly.
So
it'd be cool now that you're going this year.
Yep.
Maybe before that all comes out too, you're getting it, and who knows, maybe it'll just kind of blow it open.
Yeah, exactly, and hopefully I'll get in there before it gets too crazy.
Before
and
the demand goes up and
maybe
prices
they jack up the prices.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. I have this, image of you getting to Lima, and, boarding your next plane with more than likely other people that are going to the same thing you are.
I would not doubt it, or other retreats that are in Iquitos.
And I feel like it'll be a very warm thing, like a very, openness, who else is going? We're all Americans, pursuing this thing that obviously takes some time and a lot of thought and a lot of preparation for, and you'll be experiencing together, and that's what I hope for. I hope that you meet a bunch of people, and
me too.
Super cool, thing to bring back too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm always on the lookout for like-minded people, and I don't know. I feel like I don't find that too often, so I'm hoping on this trip it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah,
meet some people who are willing to do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you'll meet the future Mrs. Evansworth. Or Mr. Evansworth.
I'm going to edit that out. No, I'm joking. No, yeah, Mrs. Evans. I'm coming for you down in South America.
Maybe like a little Amazonian woman. Who knows? I get a call or like a pigeon flies to my window and it's a note.
It's like 2 years
it's
later.
a parrot.
Yeah.
It's like staying in Peru. Come visit whenever you want. It's like a picture of a hut. Have you discussed it with your mom?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, she's really excited for me, and she's she's been really supportive so far, and yeah, she thinks it's probably a good idea I do go down alone. You know, try something different. Like she said, it's much different traveling alone than with someone else or in a group. So try it out and see what happens. I mean, it'll force me to kind of get out there, unless I want to just sit around, which I don't want to do.
Right.
I want to get out there and live.
Right. But you've detailed like exactly what you're doing to her and everything. Like, does she know about
Ayahuasca and all that? Yeah, I try to explain it as clearly as possible. Yeah, I mean, she's not a stupid person. I think she gets it.
Yeah.
I don't think she really knows exactly like the whole effects of what DMT is, or even the effects of ayahuasca, which is like a long, it's a long process of going through the DMT. It's not like just smoking DMT and having like a 5-10 minute experience with it, even though it's probably pretty insane. But the whole ayahuasca thing is a little bit more of a process. Yeah.
So, and this is something we should get down, recorded, just so you can, when you come back, you can come back and tell us what really happens. But
okay.
Place yourself there right now, like you're all standing around the altar, and they're going through, like, I guess we'd be like pre-ceremonial things, and you are, it comes time for you to take your first drink of ayahuasca. Like, what do you think will be going through your head at that point in time, after you've traveled down and all the months leading up to it and everything like that?
I truly think I'm going to have a big smile on my face. I'm going to be like, it's finally happening. I'm finally here. I think at that moment it will completely settle in. Like, I am sitting in the middle of the Amazon jungle right now. The Amazon is flowing right there, probably a few hundred yards from the actual big bungalow we're going to be in. From what I hear, it's like got ayahuasca vines like growing all around it and all over it. So I feel like I'm going to be finally just like, I think it's going to be a big weight off my shoulders. And there's also going to be some apprehension, some nervousness, not really knowing what's going to happen. And I'm sure once I taste it, and from what I hear, it tastes pretty nasty. I'm just going to suck it up and choke it down and then go from there. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Who knows, though? I mean, I might come back and be like, I just shit my pants. I didn't even have ayahuasca. I threw up before I even did it.
Yeah. Just because, like, I know how I am, and if I were doing the same thing, I'd be super excited, too.
Yeah.
And this is just me.
Yeah.
I know in that moment I'm about to take it, my emotions would be like a fucking roller coaster.
Oh, yeah.
I would just be, like, scared to death.
Yeah.
But still very much wanting to do it, and it's like that scared excited, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
But I'm like, it's not a scared where I'm like, I'm going to run away or anything. I'm like, I'm going to do it. But it's I'm going to be in my mind backpedaling and coming up with reasons to leave and just like all this shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what makes it so great. And that's why I know, like, I'd like to think that someday I'll go do it. Just because, like,
I really hope you do.
People don't die from it.
No,
you know what I mean?
no
Like,
one's
it's a very therapeutic. That's the most extreme thing. But I just say that to like almost make myself okay with it. Like, people don't die from this; they come back content. You know what I mean? They come back feeling good.
I should recommend you listening to Aubrey Marcus. He has his own podcast. It's called Warrior Poet, and his mom, who was a professional tennis player, like back in the day, like in the 70s, and then his stepdad, they both went down there and went to the same retreat, did ayahuasca.
At his recommendation?
After hearing Aubrey's whole recount of what he experienced and what happened to him, and them just being around him and seeing how much it had changed him. Like, they're like, oh, wow, something is different here. This is neat.
Uh-huh.
And then so he did a podcast with his mom first, and then he did a podcast with his stepdad. And the podcast he did with his stepdad is really interesting because his stepdad was like, he was a SWAT team guy, you know, like by the book type of guy. He was a police officer, obviously. He wasn't doing drugs, you know, very straight-laced type of guy. And just the thought of doing a DMT type of thing, like, was probably never in his mind to, you know,
so
ever
he had
bring into his...
no background in any, like, hallucinogens or
as far,
marijuana or anything?
I don't know if he mentioned if he did it, you know, even in his younger days before he was a cop or anything. Maybe he did, I don't know, but it was probably very minor. It wasn't anything crazy like doing mushrooms or acid or anything, probably like that. And then, but yeah, definitely, if you get a chance, listen to his podcast. Really, really good. It's funny too. Like,
so does he do one with his stepdad and one with his mom?
Yeah, separate podcasts.
But did they go down together when they did?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, well, I mean, let's talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah,
that's interesting. But was it overall positive?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
For both of them, yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Just
and his mom had actually done ayahuasca before, but not at the retreat that
did he go? I know I'm talking about the stepdad. Did he go by his own will, or was like the mom like, you should really go and try this, and Aubrey was like, you should try this?
Yeah, it was kind of similar to that. Yeah, it was kind of it's kind of an interesting story. Like at first he wasn't even going to go, and then something happened to where his mom or I mean his wife, Aubrey's mom, she goes down, and then he had a spot like reserved, but he decided he wasn't going to do it. But at the last minute, he's like, "Oh, fuck it! I just got to go. I just got to do this." I mean, he realized what a big change it was for Aubrey, and he realized like it was beneficial for his wife, Aubrey's mom. So he finally, like at the last second, you know, booked his flight, did all that shit, and then left, and then went, and then was able to make it in time. And met up with all of them. And
oh, how cool.
Yeah. So it was kind of like a last-minute thing. But he didn't really adhere to the whole diet restrictions and do all that. So he kind of had an experience.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, and then, like, his intent that he put out, like, it's very... Like, Mother Ayahuasca doesn't fuck around. Like, she, like, really... Like, if you listen to it, just listen to the podcast and you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, his intent, like, it really came out full force.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like his experience with it and everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're just saying that like what he set out to accomplish from it, like that's what
it definitely manifested.
Way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, it was a great podcast. So yeah, I'm really interested in hearing Amber Lyon and Aubrey Marcus after this retreat, because I'm sure Joe Rogan, it would be awesome if he was to have them both on to like talk about their latest experience.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
Yeah,
I would love to hear that.
I'm sure he will.
I hope so, or at least have him on separately. It seems like he always has Aubrey on after all his psychedelic journeys, wherever he ends up, you know. And then Amber Lyon's always a fucking amazing guest to have on, so.
I wonder why, and we're going to go see Joe Rogan on Saturday.
Oh,
which is
yes, we are.
In 2 days.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, so that's exciting. But I wonder when he's going to go do it. I wonder if there's like a big part of him that's like, maybe I will abandon everything that I'm doing.
No, I don't think that's it. I think he's just afraid to go down to Peru to do it. I think he just doesn't trust that whole situation, I think.
And he's such a busy guy, too.
Oh, yeah, very, very busy. They mentioned this like a few podcasts ago. They were talking about doing an on-it ayahuasca retreat eventually.
Right.
So maybe in the future, I'm sure if they had somewhere he knows is safe and all regulated or whatever, I'm sure he'll do it and go down. And I would really enjoy hearing his recount of his ayahuasca journey eventually when he does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be phenomenal. I'm excited to hear his stand-up.
Me too, man.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I watched his last special, and I want to say that was like 2 years ago, or a year ago, maybe? No, I think like a year ago. And it was great. But, like, live is so different, so much different, so much interaction going on and stuff like that. So
yeah, I saw him a couple years ago. when he was doing the Death Squad tour, and they were down here for Comic-Con, and he was closing the show out. He was probably up there for an hour, but he was still just trying out stuff for his new special, like hadn't come out yet, so he's still doing newish material and still some old good stuff too as well. But yeah, I mean, like, this is his legit show. This is Joe Rogan. It's not like a Death Squad thing, so that's what I'm really stoked to see. Like, and then finally actually get to meet him, get a picture with him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's gonna be fun.
Those big fucking hands.
Yep. Yeah, and then our friend Sarah, she'll be joining us as well.
Yeah, we'll have to have her on.
Yeah,
do a podcast after.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Talk about it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So it sounds like you're still really excited.
Oh, fuck yeah. Every day. Like, I get more and more excited for it. Yeah. Yep.
Do you think that...
And it'll be my birthday. I'm kind of stoked to turn 32, you know?
Yeah.
I thought it would be...
way.
Yeah, I thought it would be a little more apprehensive about it, but who gives a fuck? It's just an age. Just a number.
Like, I've been telling everyone that's asked me about turning 30, I already feel like I am.
Yeah,
so
me too.
Like,
yeah. 29,
29.
It's such a shitty number anyways.
Yeah, it's like right in that still, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But lately I felt like at a total crossroads with it, and I think it's just like, I guess, that everyone experiences in their adult life. Like, you have friends that are getting married. You have friends that have kids. You have, my siblings are 5 years younger than me, so they're going through their, like, mid-20s stuff, and I'm not there, so I can't relate. I can relate, but I can't as much, anymore, and it all seems like stupid stuff anyway.
Right, exactly.
And I think that's, like, a big, like, telltale of getting older, too, because, like, you'll pay attention a little bit to what slightly younger people are doing, and you're just like, well, that sounds lame. You know what I mean? Like, who cares? But I think that's, in itself, like, the greatest part about getting older is just how less and less... Like,
and that was like 4 years ago for us, by the way.
Yeah, I know. It
wasn't that long ago.
Superficial stuff doesn't really seem to matter anymore.
Yeah. Well, that's good, man. That's called maturity. I mean, you don't want to be holding on to stupid shit that you thought about when you were like 22, 23, 24.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
No, I know. No, that's been the greatest part of it.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
I do wish I was going on an ayahuasca experience, but
dude,
it'll happen.
No, you're going to have your own little spiritual journey coming up anyways, too. I mean, you don't need to be doing DMT to be, try something different. And yeah, you still planning on doing your whole road trip and checking out the Colorado and a couple other places? Good, yeah. Good.
Everything as far as that is still going to go down. But I don't know. In my life right now, my brother's coming back in September.
That's very, very exciting.
And that's a legit thing, and it's going to be like in a month, and he's been in jail for like a year and a half. And so, like, obviously, we're all excited to see him, and he's done his time, and he was a drug addict, and now he's clean. And so I think that's a huge thing on all our minds in the family. So I almost feel this, like, pause going on, like this anxiousness of like his return.
Oh, absolutely.
And kind of being there and helping him through, I guess, being readjusted to life and stuff like that. So I think that's where my mind goes a lot right now because we're all anticipating that. And so hopefully it'll be a smooth transition. And then I foresee right after that, me taking these steps to like kind of, I'll be taking a road trip out to Colorado and out to Texas, hopefully, and kind of feeling out these areas as possibilities of places I might go in the very near future. Kind of like my next phase of what's happening. Or at least try out. And then I go back to that, too. I'm like, well, I could at least try these places out for like a year.
Oh, exactly.
If it doesn't work out, I can always come home. Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, when you're 65 years old, you want to be able to say, yeah, man, I lived in Austin for a year. It was awesome. I had fun. It wasn't... I didn't want to stay there, but I had a good time while I was there. Then I tried out Colorado for a couple years. That was a lot of fun. And ended back up in San Diego for a few more years. And
right.
Now I'm living in Hawaii, surfing, and smoking
surfing
weed,
all the time. Yeah, exactly.
Banging hot chicks, and that was my life. Son.
Yeah, son. Boy, let me tell you about my journey. Slide over Daddy's bar. I'm going to tell you some stories.
Hand me that pina colada.
Yeah. Make it fresh. Yeah, that's a very good point. Even, like, I got on Google Maps the other day and started, like, just preliminary, like, planning at a route.
Oh, the
and
recon.
Yeah, I know.
That's smart, man.
I'm just staring at the route, different routes I could take, and I'm seeing the mileage, and I've done all these road trips in the past, and I've gone these, like, long distances, and then I just started thinking, I'm like, this isn't even a big deal. This trip is like 3,000 miles.
Right.
I've done that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not that far away. It's not like I'm young, where I'm like, oh my God, Texas, that's fucking cruising.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like 4 days away.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? It's just very, I don't know, like, the country is big and it's spread out, and that's what I love about it. Because you go to a state 3 hours away, and everything seems a little bit different. You know what I mean? And that's what's great about travel and everything else. But it's not that far. You know what I mean? Like,
not at all.
And in this day and age, like, you're always in contact. And even my friend that's moving to Colorado at the end of the month, you know, he said, he's like, I don't want like a going away party or anything. And I was like, I don't blame you. Like, you're going away, but you're not that far. Like, you're very connected to everyone here. Like, I don't think I'd want a big going away either. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'd rather go, live, and then have a party when I come and visit.
Exactly.
You know, and catch up with all my friends.
Yeah.
And like, then you'll have stories and experiences and things to share. Not like, oh, you're leaving. You know, there's like expectation and stuff like that.
Right.
Like,
yeah,
why,
just meet
why
up with
hype
a
it
couple
up?
of friends and be like, hey, you know, come out and visit me, and we'll still hang out. We'll have fun, and then when I come back, we'll have a big ass party.
Yeah, exactly.
Hit up all the bars that you miss, and get the food that you get a California burrito.
And that's the thing too. I just feel like how much will you really miss? Like, you'll miss people and you'll miss stuff like that, but like, you'll be having all these new experiences and you'll be occupied, and you know, it's important to change things up.
Absolutely. Most definitely.
Yeah. And I think that's at the heart of like what I really want. I just want to shuffle things around a bit.
Yeah.
And grow from it, you know?
And you will.
Yeah, exactly.
You will definitely grow.
And it's very tangible. Like, all of it's very tangible.
I mean, you know yourself best. You know when life is getting stagnant or when things aren't, you know, flowing the way you'd like it to flow. So you control your life, and if you feel like checking out a new place and getting, you know, tapping into new vibe, a new spot, I say do it, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Do it.
I said do it. I said get in that car right
do
now.
It, do it.
Drive. You drive into the sunset. You didn't know like that. Yeah. That's like my weed dealer. I don't have.
Yeah.
That I don't need anymore.
Oh, that reminds me, my rec is almost up.
Yeah, my rec's up at the end of the month.
I'm gonna get a renewal.
Oh, I just
they called me up too. Hey, this is your weed doctor. Things about this.
It's like a teeth cleaning.
Expire, so probably come by soon. Bye.
Bye. I hope this is the right number. Did they really?
Yeah, they did.
Why didn't they call me? I went to the same place.
They'll probably call you in a week or two.
When's yours up?
The 13th.
Of?
This month.
Oh, okay.
So next week.
It's very soon. Yeah, mine's up the 30th.
Yeah, I think they just called yesterday.
How much is the re-up?
Oh, I don't know. It's like $40 maybe, $50.
I'll probably re-up. I went to a new place down on Garnett and PB called Planet Greens. I've walked past it 100,000 times, but I've never been there because I always thought it's in like this prime PB location. Like, for some reason it'll be more expensive or whatever.
Right, yeah.
I went in. First of all, great business model. All chicks. It's like the receptionist girl is this really cute blonde who is just very friendly, of course. Yeah. And then, so she took my info, and then I walk in, and it's like a big open room with like a huge whiteboard of like everything they have. Yeah. And there's like 3 or 4 girls just working the counter, and they were all nice and sweet, and you know, some of them like pretty cute, all of them, and just, you know, of course it's always like really laid back, and it was my first time, so it was just like I got like hooked up pretty well and stuff like that.
Would you get a free edible, free joint?
I got a free edible,
free kiss? And
then I got $10 grams of anything.
Oh, nice. Fuck.
Anyway, it was a cool, like, I was like, I get what's going on here, and I like it.
Right, yeah.
when it's legal, you'll have like topless dispensaries. Like, watch it.
I can't wait.
Like, they'll be
I can't
trying
wait for
everything
that.
to get people in.
Exactly.
Because
yeah.
it'll be so much more saturated.
Just like a 7-Eleven, there's gonna be places popping up everywhere. I'm going to the topless one though.
Right? You'll get it. You'll get it by the end of the episode.
Yeah, definitely.
Jeff Goldblum. Malcolm. Ian Malcolm.
Ian. The
Joseph
man.
Pike.
The man.
1 and 2.
The legend.
Is that it? Are we done?
Cabin Fever. IPA Day. I don't know.
IPA Day,
we
hashtag.
done? Yeah, I think
don't
we're
know.
good. Yeah, it's a good podcast.
That's all I could think
Can't
about.
always
We updated
be-
everything.
Yeah, it can't always be fucking 3 hours long.
Thank God. Right? I can sit for another
Well, it's nice
3 hours.
to just shoot the shit, just you and I. It's been a
Mhm.
while. We've
Yeah.
been having ladies on lately.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, we should get more people on. I've been throwing out the line. Got a couple of people who would be definitely down to do it. Just gotta
Okay.
have some definite days and figure out times and go from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think we'll do the next one after the Joe Rogan show.
Yo, for
which is
sure.
gonna be a couple
Absolutely. Hell yeah. And then we got to get out to the river soon. And
Yep.
yeah.
All right. Cabin Fever.
Cabin Fever signing out.
Yeah.
Everyone enjoy your IPA day.
Hey, just press play on that
Oh,
song.
yeah.
We'll just finish the song and then you can edit out. whatever.
Bye, everybody.
So good.
Baba booey.
Bye-bye.